Now that you've found UBN Radio and discovered our quality talk shows, it's time to spread the word to friends, family, and the universe. 24 hours of music and talk radio without limits. That's why people keep coming back for more. That's ubnradio.com.
Psychic Robin Zodiac focuses in on each caller with caring professionalism. Robin offers the caringcuddler.com service as touch therapy to those dealing with loss of love at her Los Angeles studio. So, make your appointment at 855-922-4822. Caringcuddler.com does benefit both men and women that just need to be held. In today's world, there is a lot of times we need love energy through physical touch. There's nothing sexual to embrace a nurturing mom, or as Robin is known, as a psychic mom, to giggle, cry, and release pent-up emotions or feelings. So call 855-922-4822 for empathic healing comfort.
Breaking news on famous celebrity psychic Robin Zodiac, also known as Psychic Mom, and her order of business of her Secrets to New You Love ebook series on Amazon, to her live call-in Friday night show on ubnradio.com between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. California time, to her interactive lifestyle website www.psy-chic.com, which is the word psychic with a dash in the middle. That's psy-chic.com, to her in-person psychic readings at her Culver City studio. So log on now to psy-chic.com for more information about your accurate psychic reading with Robin Zodiac today.
Psy-chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at psy-chic.com.
Hello? Oh no! Hear my soup in the head! Jarvis! Okay, now I can't. Can you hear me, Jarvis?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Okay, wonderful. All right, Robin Zodiac. I'm here every Friday night between 7 and 8 p.m. California time. And during the week, I can be reached at loveadviceforyou.com, the number 4, loveadviceforyou.com. That number is 1-844-968-4968. Or it's easy to remember as 1-844-4YOU. So it's 1-844-4YOU, which is also 1-844-968-4968. So you can reach me there. Please do sign up at loveadviceforyou.com. I'm in the spiritual section. It's a wonderful website with a lot of different advisors for a lot of different industries or experts and anything from IT, once again psychic, or if you need legal advice. It's just an incredible website that I'm very, very proud to be affiliated to. And the person that runs the site is an incredible person, and love them with all my heart. And I want them to be extremely successful. um, they've been so good to me over the years, and really appreciate this website and being affiliated to it. So once again, during the week, you can call me at 1-844-968-4968. So I'm sure if all of you are watching this video, you can see that I am behind bars. Well, I just wanted you to know that I did contact the news station this week, actually today, and I said that I really don't appreciate that the media is funded on arrest, and that I'm very upset the media is exploiting my countrymen. They don't even realize that their protests and they're going to jail is actually hurting them. And like I said last week, no matter what the decision is, I did talk about the protests and possible riots, and I also said that please keep the faith that whatever is meant to happen is meant to happen. But there's no reason to take to the streets. There's no reason to be upset, because the truth of the matter is that if we did get Madam Clinton in office, she would have never been inaugurated. So we would have had riots, and possibly major riots and bloodshed before January 20th. So, okay, maybe you feel that the electoral votes were unfair since she won the popular votes. But obviously, you kind of have to look at it this way. And I've talked to you a few weeks ago, and like I said, I don't mean to insult anybody, but we are so conditioned and brainwashed by the media that actually, like I said, is funded completely on crime. And it has to change. If it goes back to after the assassination of JFK, that Robert and Jacqueline Kennedy were awarded like film, and I've talked about this on previous shows in the past, which you can go to robinzodiac.com. And it's a horrible infrastructure that we've been living under since World War II. So things have to change now. So I know everybody's disgruntled, but actually everybody is well taken care of. Okay, maybe we have to start over from scratch, but it's a lot better than sending our children off to war, or incarcerating our family members for the system to keep going down this path. It is time that we focus on what America was originally based on. The grassroots of America is that we were actually farmers. We raised our families. We loved Mother Earth. We were the biggest suppliers of the world. I've talked before about America being a great country because we have the Constitution, we have the rights that we have, and it's time for us to go back to the grassroots. It's time for us to go back to our land. It's time for us to be in tune with our land, to feed the world. That was our biggest, the biggest resources in the world is America because of the climate. There's been a lot of climate change. Obviously, from my perspective, as like I've said to you before, as a Mother Nature worshiper, She is screaming out for love and attention and nurturing herself. Right now, we have a lot of signs, a lot of stuff that we've neglected her. We need to go back to the grassroots. And another thing that was the grassroots of our economy was hemp, which is known today as marijuana. I am not a smoker. I do not participate in smoking marijuana, but it should be legalized. I do take CBD oil, which is the healing properties of marijuana. It's changed my life. I know it works. It has nothing to do with THC, it has nothing to do with getting high. It is, for my life, has been an incredible supplement, an incredible healing property that I thank Mother Earth for providing to us. But the truth of the matter is that marijuana can be used for clothing, can be used for books, can be used um, to even build houses, and it's a weed and it grows freely. And I often was shocked to find out that there was a law against Mother Earth, that smoking it, growing it, cultivating marijuana was illegal. I never understood it as a kid. I actually thought when I was growing up in Washington, D.C., that it was always legal in California. I don't know where I got that idea, but I think that's why, as a teenager, I moved here because California is the trendsetter of the rest of the world. And, I'm very, very happy that we now are going into recreational marijuana. Like I said, I'm not a smoker. I don't judge anybody. It's never been illegal to do drugs, it's never been illegal to do alcohol. I don't have any judgment on anybody that chooses to do that in their lives. It's not my decision, and it shouldn't be the court's decision. It shouldn't be the court's decision on abortion. Abortion has been around since the beginning of time. I've said before, we've been around for 30 million years. Penny royal tea was the tea that women would drink to purposely abort or terminate a pregnancy. It's been around for hundreds and thousands of years. So why are we going against Mother Nature? We need to listen to her. I've said before, we've had thousands of whales dying on beaches all over the world, and it's being ignored. We have hunters slaughtering elephants in Africa, and it's being ignored. We have the government deciding that there's some Zika virus, which is killing our bees, which we need as survival as a species. This is all being ignored. It's time for us to embrace Mother Nature, go back to the grassroots, go back to the Constitution, go back to hemp, go back to, disregarding all these, like I've always said, the government, you know, actually is a con. We need to, basically uh, look at the government as the emperor without any clothes. It's time to stop pretending that they are something that they are not. They do not have that much power in our lives. We think that they do. Just like the media, we think is untouchable. It's not untouchable. It is not untouchable. The government is not untouchable. They are our servants. We are not their servants. So it's time to go back to the way it is designed, that we are a free country. We are independent. I've always said, we are the bravest country in the world, and we have to stand strong, unite, suck up the decision, even if you're not happy with it. And just like I said last week, just trust that there's better things ahead. You don't know what they are, but obviously the people in the deciding seat actually did make the right decision for all of us. It's yet to be seen. So all of you people that are out protesting or vandalizing and jeopardizing your future, your family trust, your strawman, your social security, your CUSIP bond, it's not going to work. Why? You're just self-sabotaging. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. Another thing too, um, I actually do know for a fact that California is going to be separating from the rest of the United States. California and Mexico is going to be joining as a sovereign country. It takes 10 years to create a country. Mexico has been a sovereign country since Christmas of 2013. California and Mexico combined is going to be known, or is known as of Wednesday, the Republic of Calico. It's a separate country. We are no longer a corporation. So all the Hispanic population that is up in arms and upset and fearful, you actually don't understand that you have been blessed, that you are going to be protected. And like I said last week, that cultures that are oppressed actually rise above and are grateful. And, yes, we look back and it's a terrible thing. Life is unfair, but it's about time that things get square and things are fair. Another thing that's yet to be foreseen is that Texas is also going back to the Mexicans because of the Polk Treaty. It is their land. I don't even want to say Mexican, it's Chicano. It's actually Americans that are from Mexican descent. That is their country. Texas will be the next country to leave the United States. Also, Alaska. Like I said, us Americans have been conned. Well, Russia was conned. That is Russia's territory. Alaska will be going back to Russia. So that's what's going to be playing out over the next 10 years. You heard it here first by Robin Zodiac. I've said before that, a very, very well known billionaire asked me years ago, "Are you psychic or for yourself?" And I question sometimes, did I create it or did I predict it? Whether I create this future for us or whether I predicted it doesn't matter. I just know that even though you think that things look so horrible, you don't understand. Everything is going to go back to Mother Nature. Everything is going to be fair. It's time for us to point out the emperor with no clothes, expose the fraud that's been going on under our nose since 1933, and let's just join together and get on with it and have faith and trust in the future that we will rise above and we will, have justice, and we will look back at these times and think, wow, we have come a long way. That there's going to be love and acceptance, no longer fear and hatred, that have risen above. We've been so many trials and tribulations, and we made it, and we are going to continue to make it. So as I sit here today behind bars, I'm joining all those protesters in jail, and I just want you to know that my heart goes out to you because you don't understand the system, and it goes out to you all because you've been taken advantage of by the media to even film or publicize protests is totally self-serving of the media and the government in which right now you're trying to protest against. You don't understand how you're shooting yourself in the foot, and it's not fair to believe that you've been done wrong, because actually having someone in the White House without a law degree is the best thing for our country right now. We don't need admiralty law, we need common law, which is towards our Constitution. We need to take our rights back. Don't surrender them to the media. Don't sign up for jail. It's not going to do you any good. So just hold strong, have faith, and keep moving along. And so that's my speech tonight. And and yes, I have to say I'm very, very happy with the way things turned out, because like I said, Madam Clinton would have never seen the White House. So the decision was made for us. And I know a lot of people are upset about that, but that's actually the best decision. So, with saying that, Jarvis, do we still have people on the line or is everybody hanging up?
Oh no, yes we do. Okay, here we go.
Great, great.
All right.
Okay,
Caller, you're
fabulous,
on
fabulous.
live with Robin Zodiac.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi,
Hi,
Robin. This is Christian. How are
Christina.
you?
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was calling you last week. Yeah. I just wanted to get some opinion about what's gonna when in my life is gonna happen with my love life in the next few
Okay.
months. Like, am I going to meet my soulmate and when and any idea who it's gonna be?
Well, Christina, I'm
Do you?
so happy. I'm so happy that you are being hopeful for a future. And I'm so happy that, whatever plays out, like I always say, live in the
Mhm.
moment and make the decisions they come. So I know it's going to sound like
I'm
a
sorry.
sales pitch.
Do you? Yeah. Do you need my date of birth? Oh,
No, 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 that's okay. Please don't advertise that.
yeah. Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, but here it's going to sound like a sales pitch, but I've written some very valuable information books on love and relationships on Amazon. They're ebooks. I
I'm
think it's
sorry.
through. Uh, you can't hear me. So I've written some very valuable love and relationship book on eBay, I mean on Amazon, which I totally recommend.
Yes.
You look for Google Robin
Mhm.
Zodiac and Google the word secrets. There's one secrets surviving a divorce, which I totally recommend since you're, going through a transition of
Yeah.
identity in your life. And the other one is secrets to win a marriage proposal. And everybody, let me put it together, says, formatting it, uploading it, adding photos, whatever the case may be, said that this information works, that it really is very, very valuable on how to cultivate a long-term relationship and how to have a perspective. Because once again, I was saying earlier about how we've been culturally brainwashed. So it just gives a different perspective on love and relationships. And it actually, the series, but it's actually directed if you want someone else to change in your life, you need to be the one to do the change first. Michael Jackson said it best, man in the mirror. You change in the mirror, then other people and the situations around you will change. So yeah, but I feel there is a new man coming in, and it does feel like you've
Mhm.
consciously decided to break, with this boyfriend that we've been talking about for months. Um, it's going to be hard, and once again, no judgment
I'm
here. If
sorry.
you just
Are you breaking up? What did you say about boyfriend?
um, I said, uh, I obviously see that you've been separating your mind. You've been, consciously pulling back. Your heart says something different. So this is a very difficult thing that you're going through. Your mind says
Yes.
one thing, your heart says another. So yes, I
Yes.
do. I do see you strengthening yourself, and that's why I recommended the ebooks because once again, it's strengthening the love and acceptance for yourself. When you
Mhm.
change yourself, that's when all these patterns and all these situations and the way people relate to you change. You might, your boyfriend, may be incredibly wonderful to you, and obviously he's
Mhm.
not being nice to his fiance or anything, and I do believe that you judge a person on how they treat you. They can be totally, a tyrant to other people. That doesn't concern the person that's involved in a very nurturing, supportive, loving relationship, because they might show a different self to you, where who's to judge. So you need to judge on your personal relationships more than how they are with others. And that's another thing about these books that I talk about, that you really have to
Mhm.
visualize your relationships as you and him against the world. And obviously, he's complicated matters. You want to know the truth is that you are going to meet an incredible man. But I have to tell you straight that it does feel like summer of next year that you're going to meet somebody. I do see you dating before you meet this soulmate connection, this new beginning. But I do
Mhm.
feel that there is a very healthy relationship, and there is a marriage ahead of you. I know you're not even thinking about that right now, but there will be a change of direction. And I do see that all the
Mhm.
things that you like about your boyfriend now, that his prestige, he's educated, he's very status conscious. It doesn't feel like you're gonna have to I feel like you'll have those qualities in this new man, but you'll also have qualities of exclusiveness and commitment. I do feel like all the stuff that you've been going through has challenged, and like I said, the reason why I recommend my ebooks is that you have to deal with these triggers. What you're experiencing now could come up, if he says something or gives you a look that reminds you of your current boyfriend. It's a trigger, it's a trigger. So like I said, you kind of have to, push forward. Once you see the obvious, then it's a lot easier to deal with. But I also see that, you're actually strengthening your intuition. It says that you're extremely psychic. It does feel like you have quite a bit of interference with your current relationship, but I am feeling like you are going to meet somebody once again that has status. That's I see a healthy relationship. I see a committed relationship where you both are very passionate for each other, that you want to be with each other, and that there is future commitments ahead of you. And like I said before, I am seeing next summer, and with your current boyfriend,
Mhm.
it's possible that you may spend time with him. You may take his calls, but you have to realize that everything has a reason. No judgment here, but I am feeling that right now maybe it's a good idea to work on yourself. Throw yourself into staying busy. Pick up a hobby, take a class. Like
Mhm.
I always, it seems like every show I'm like, do yoga. It's amazing how it really does help with
Mhm.
your breathing, your relaxation, focusing on your body, being one with nature. It's a wonderful way to kind of break uh, all the thinking, because it does say that you're having quite a bit of interference. Like you are going
Mhm.
through a lot of mixed emotions. Like you're fine one moment, and then you want them so bad the next moment it hurts, and then you're fine the next moment.
Yeah.
So I can see you're going through a lot, but I do see comfort. I do
Mhm.
see an incredible man coming, but I feel like it's next summer, and it does feel like you still have some unfinished business with the current boyfriend.
Mhm. But so my current boyfriend won't be my lifetime partner, and it's like he's temporary, right? In
I
my life.
didn't say that. I mean, if he comes back next summer, he's going to come back as a new man. But I don't know if I said this last week.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do the show, and then I said, "Oh, I should have said this." The sad thing about your relationship is that you love and care for him. He is helping you, and sometimes people in a position of like a teacher or a counselor or whatever, the admiration kind of gets convoluted because you're going through a divorce, you're going through it's one of the most difficult things that you have to face in life. So there's a possibility that your feelings for him are more intense because he's doing good for you even though you're going through a rough time. His behavior isn't as good for you. And like I said, I really do feel like you love him, that you want to stop him from a train wreck. I don't know if I've said this before, but
Mhm.
the sad situation is, are you going to be around to pick up the pieces? Are you, and with saying that, are, with all the triggers and with all the decisions that he's making, even if, if and when, because it's going to happen, the train wreck happens and he's in pieces, are you going to accept the pieces? I mean, wouldn't it be a better idea to move on and look for somebody that's doesn't have these triggers, doesn't have pushing your boundaries or making these crazy decisions and you know um pulling you in and
Mhm.
pushing you away. And I mean, you're going through that in so many different directions right now, and I just don't want you to get used to that, like this is the way life is. I mean, if you see me on the video, I'm behind bars. A lot of times, people get hooked into the lifestyle, of being an inmate because people give up on them on the outside. They're in so long, they don't have their friends, they don't have their family support, they don't have the communication, and so they get out and then they go right
Mhm.
back because it's easy. That's what I'm kind of saying with you. You kind of have to realize that this is just a very chaotic time in your life. But like I said, it'd probably be best if you do start to date others and get to know others. You don't have to fall in love. You don't have to get involved, but just to have that interaction, to start to realize that, you got to break the triggers. You got to break the pattern. Obviously, it seems like you're in a whirlwind, but I'm not saying it's not him.
Mhm.
I'm just saying that it
Mhm.
does feel like next summer that there is a new man, and he could come through this and realize what he did and get his act together and be a new man
Mhm.
energetically. Not saying it's not him, but I'm just saying that it looks like next summer you'll be in a different headspace, and your heart will be in a different place, and so your decisions will
Mhm.
be different.
Mhm.
So,
You said something about picking up pieces. Does it
yes.
mean he would have? Does it mean he would destroy himself because of his drug addiction, or he would do it would be something bad?
No, 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 I never said that, and I don't see that.
Oh.
I mean, I think he's too selfish to destroy himself. I'm just saying that the patterns, that he's just compounding. You know, uh, you're going through a divorce. You're already, having a hard time dealing with somebody that you loved enough to marry. And, here you're going through that, and here he's compounding it. He's
Mhm.
exasperating the situation for you, you know? And
Mhm.
I'm very, very happy. I'm very glad that you do reach out to me, It's good to talk about
Mhm.
it. And I really do appreciate you calling the radio show and discussing this, your personal life. It's amazing because other people will be able to draw from that. And, in the future, when you share your
Mhm.
story, it's going to make more of an impact, not only in my life, in your life, but in the listener's life. So everything has a reason,
Mhm.
Christina. And like I said, you're a very strong woman. And, I just feel like, it just feels like everything is just exasperated. It doesn't necessarily mean that, he's going to hurt himself. When I'm talking about a train wreck, I'm saying that, all karma's going to catch up with them one way or another. It catches up with you if you're good, which is great. It catches up with you when he's obviously hurting you. It's going to catch up with them.
Mhm.
That's what I meant by a
Mm-hmm.
train wreck.
Okay.
All right, my dear. Well, much
Thank you
love.
so much. It was very helpful.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. Thank you. Once again, I really appreciate you, being brave to share your life on the radio. And Christina, I know you call me personally. Can I give you a number in which
Yes.
you can reach me? It's
Yes.
1-844
Okay.
968
Okay.
4968.
Okay. I'm sorry. So
Okay,
what is
great.
this number? Is it for Colin?
Yeah, it's for if you need me during the week, it's
Mm-hmm.
another service bureau in which you can reach me for readings. If you have a moment
Mm-hmm.
where I'm not on the radio and you want to, you need a reading or a
Yes.
situation comes up, that's the best way to reach me.
Oh, thank you so much.
My
Thank you, Robin. I
pleasure.
appreciate it.
My pleasure. Okay, have a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful weekend.
Uh,
Much love. All right,
you
take care.
too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, Jarvis, we have another caller.
Yes, we do. Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Caller,
great.
you're on live with Robin Zodiac.
Hello.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Robin. How are you?
Good. So you sound like an East Coast person.
I am. I'm
Great. What
from New
is your name?
York.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry,
Wonderful. What is your name?
Kathy.
Hi. And how can I help, Kathy? What would you
Hi.
like to look into? Yeah.
I would like to know about my health.
Oh,
I've
wow.
had been battling of. Yeah. What do you
Okay.
got for me, Robin?
Yeah. We've talked before, right, Kathy? You're the one with Epstein-Barr?
Yes, a long time ago, right?
Yeah. I'm glad you called back. This is great. Well, I still get the same thing. Actually, I feel like you seem to be really strong right now. Once again, after your call, I did have a lady that called in that also said that she went through, that she was having the same illness, and it's all triggered by stress. So, but I'm actually getting that you are going to strengthen yourself. Like you have said before, Kathy, that you're doing it the homeopathic way. It
Right.
does, yeah. I am getting that. You're going to be in a much more comfortable surroundings environment where the triggers aren't going to be as severe. It does feel like the roughest parts of your life do seem to be behind you. So, yeah,
Yay.
yeah, looks really
Yay.
good. It looks really good. That's what I keep getting. I see, victory. It says that you're really strengthening your psychic ability.
Yes.
Obviously, that means that you're, always looking at the glass half full instead of half empty, always being positive.
Yep.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it does feel like that's also,
You know what it is? It's the battling Epstein-Barr virus, and it does a lot of weird things to you. Right now, like I'm very dizzy, which makes you nauseous. It affects your head. I just want the head to go away. I want it to stop. I'm
Right.
very.
Yeah, Kathy?
No, I'm here. So
Yeah.
I just was like looking for maybe a timeline. Could you give me like a timeline when I'm going to feel great and I could finally get back into a car and drive and not have to worry about am I going to get dizzy and, I can't drive. You know what I'm saying? And drive.
Yeah.
I want to get back to my normal life. I've lost, almost 6 years already.
Right.
So I want my life back.
Yeah. Well, I've mentioned before, how I've, bettered my health. I mentioned CBD oil. I even talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And that's really, really good for the brain and also the dizziness that you're experiencing. I talk about how yoga is, a fabulous, fabulous thing to, continue in your life.
I never
And
did that before. I don't know. I
yeah.
never did that before because I can't go into yoga studios because I'm highly allergic to rubber and latex.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
can't go into. Oh, I have allergies that I have a. Right now, I have a pinched nerve in my neck, so I have to have a physical therapist come to my house just to treat the pinched nerve in my neck because I can't go into the offices because they're loaded with latex and rubber. So my question was, I wanted to know, is the dizziness and the nauseous part the pinched nerve in the neck, or is it the phrenic nerve acting up and the vagal nerve? I wasn't sure what it is. Is it the pinched nerve, or do I have a sinus infection? I'm trying to figure out. I'm kind of at a loss.
Well, once again, I'm not a doctor, but I did feel
Of
it had
course not.
something. No, well, yeah, I mean, I did feel like it had a great deal to do with nerves. Now, you mentioned not your neck, but is there another nerve behind, well, the sinus is
Yeah,
behind your eyes?
you have um well no, you have a phrenic nerve that runs throughout the entire body,
Okay.
and that goes up to your ears and in your head, and
Right, right.
that causes a lot of anxiety. That nerve, the phrenic nerve. So I didn't know if it was that acting up, or do I have a sinus infection and that's what's making me dizzy? I can't seem to figure out
I think it's
what's
the
going
nerve.
on.
I think it's the nerve with the
The phrenic.
ears. Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, that's what I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Every so often it seems to flare up. Yeah.
Well, like
Oh
I said,
boy. All right.
you know, um, I don't know much about your illness, but my intuition tells me that you
Yeah.
just have to stay away from stress, and I know you said you're allergic. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? You can do yoga at home, watching videos or maybe
Okay.
ordering some videos. But I
Maybe
definitely
I'll do that.
recommend,
Yeah.
yeah. And also tapping. I've talked about tapping quite a bit on the show,
I
about
I
breathing,
do tapping.
Great,
The
fabulous.
tapping
Keep
I
it up.
do. The tapping I do.
Yeah, fabulous.
Because my body right now is going through, it has like little tremors from the nerves,
Right,
from my central nervous system. So
right,
I'm trying to calm that down and ground myself and
right,
do all that. That's also another part of this Epstein-Barr virus. That's
right,
another part of it. It causes that. So
right.
I'm trying to do that because everybody tells me that I'm an empath. I've had
Possibly,
several
yeah,
different
yeah,
several
yeah.
different people tell me I'm an empath, and I have to be very careful, about other people and everything else. So I'm just learning, Robin, how to do that. So I'm
Fabulous,
new at this.
fabulous. Yeah, yeah, sounds like it. No, well, maybe it's just that it's always been there, and now, like I was saying earlier in the show, it's kind of like the emperor's, without any clothes, oh, whoa, I
That's
just
right.
recognized it. Okay, now I can't put it back in the closet. So,
You're
yeah,
right.
but I really, really feel like if you did yoga and disciplining yourself, and once again, if you read any of my ebooks and advice books, it's very, very important to schedule your life, everything. Write it down. Write it down. Okay, this is what I'm going to do today, and live accordingly. Times, places, anything that you need to do, even your diet. Just write it down, because at the end of the day, if you got the majority of the list off, you're feeling incredible about yourself, and it just makes you more confident, and then if you don't get everything done on the list, put it on the list for tomorrow. But once again, nobody's going to give you pats on the back, or nobody's going to acknowledge you,
No.
but you have to do
Nope.
that yourself, and you
Yeah.
have to, visualize that, Kathy is this little girl inside, and what would you do for that little girl? You would nurture her. You would want the best for her. You
Sure.
would, so that's what
Right.
I feel like you need to visualize. And like I said, I really do feel like yoga will help you a lot. And yes, being an empath, it's very, very difficult to ground yourself. But
Yes.
it's a, but the thing that I always say is share your gift. The more you share your gift, it's kind of like, I don't
I
even think,
know. I need a little help. I need a little help with like getting started because I'm kind of a little lost.
well, you
Like
know
I'm
what,
trying to do research.
right.
Go ahead,
Um,
Robin.
Well, I just sent my daughter some tarot cards, and she spends, she does her homework, and then she spends plenty of time on the phones with her friends, just doing readings and readings and readings. And I told her
Oh, I
that
gotcha.
the psychic ability is like a brain in the third eye. The more you use it, the stronger
Right.
it becomes. So, I
Okay.
just recommend, starting with cards. I mean, a
I
crystal
do.
ball.
I have 21 decks.
Wonderful,
I have 21
wonderful.
decks of cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just read for other people, and the more you do, then it's easier. It's when I've been doing this a long time, but I have to tell you, for many, many
I know.
years, I used to hang up the phone and I would hear the person's voice and the discussion in my head, like vividly, like, oh, did I say the right thing? Like I would analyze the whole reading, and it's actually a gift, and I tell my daughter this is a gift. It's not my ego, I just let the information come through.
No.
If people are unhappy, I don't take it personally, because it's something that
Right.
I borrow, and I channel and I borrow, and
Yeah.
then, once again, I'm just a conduit to the spiritual world. So I just recommend that you
Yeah.
just read your friends, read people, anybody that's interested in reading for, but and also take
Okay.
risks.
So
Whatever comes to your mind, whatever
I
comes,
know.
just take risks. Just tell them what you're channeling, whether it's a movie or music or a book. I mean, or a story or
Right.
something experience. Just talk
Okay.
to people as it's flowing through. That's what channeling is all about. But yeah, I definitely feel like you just need to strengthen your third eye. Once again, do some
Okay.
yoga. And yeah, when you asked when with
So
timeline,
my health is getting better. So I should be okay soon to be
well,
able to start and do all this.
well, I did get the number 10. So hopefully, 10 days, 10 weeks seems to be about right. But 10
Okay.
months, it could be that you have a good,
No, I did that.
yeah.
I did that already. I've been doing this for years. I'll take the 10 weeks.
Okay, good, good. That's what my intuition told me to tell you. So let's stay in touch, Kathy.
10 weeks.
Thanks so much. That's what my
All right,
intuition
Robin,
told me.
is there a number where I could reach you?
Yeah. It's let me give it to you. You have a pen?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 844
Uh-huh.
968
968. Okay.
4968.
Okay.
And the website is 844
Go ahead.
968 4968.
Okay.
The website is liveadviceforyou, the number 4.com, liveadviceforyou.com. You will have to set up an live advice.
Live advice for
The
you.
number,
Okay.
the number 4, YOU. Yes, liveadviceforyou.com. You will have to set up an account, but yeah, that's the best way to reach me. And during the week, and yeah, looking forward to it, Kathy. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, Robin,
Great.
Thank you so very much.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you very much.
My pleasure.
You have
Thank
a good night.
Thank you. You have a great weekend. All right. Take care.
You too, Robin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jarvis!
Yes. Okay, I think we have time for one more call. I want to have this. She's been waiting. I think it's
okay,
Connie.
great.
All right. All right, caller, you're on live with Robin Zodiac.
Hello.
Hi, Robin.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi.
Uh-huh.
This is Connie.
Hi.
I just. How are you?
Good, good. Uh-huh.
I was just wondering if you could kind of tell me what's currently going on right now. I just feel like my life's about to implode, and I just want to know if what's going on with me, and are my kids okay, and is anyone from the other side trying to contact me?
Now, Connie, we've talked a couple times on the show, and you're the one that your husband passed, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
your Yorkies, you said you had little Yorkies?
Yeah, they're gone too.
Okay, yeah. And you asked about your kids. I feel like your kids are fine. I do feel like they think about you all the time. They miss you. You do sound a lot better than the first time that I had spoken to you. Once again, I keep getting the same thing. I know you said that you're working. You're not, you just go to work and come home and it does feel like you are going to have much success. I am getting a new relationship. I kind of have a feeling you're not going to be happy with what I'm going to tell you, but I do see a younger man, and you're probably going, oh no, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not emotionally mature and very smart. So, don't discredit it or don't discount, meeting somebody that's younger than you doesn't necessarily mean that it's not the right person. So I have a feeling that it's like, oh no, but I am getting success when it comes to relationship, and it does say it's been a long time that you've been suffering from a broken heart. It says that you've had a lot of disappointments. When you mentioned your kids, I got a young man. So is your youngest a son?
Yes.
And he's married, or he has a girlfriend, right? There's a woman around him. Is that right?
There may be. He after my husband passed away, who he was a stepfather, and they got along really well. But when he was sick, my son wouldn't see him, and then after he passed away, my son quit having anything to do with me. So I haven't really talked to him in 5 years.
Oh, wow. Well, it does feel like there's a woman in his life, and I do see, a future pregnancy, and I do feel that there is a grandchild that you are going to be engaging with, and yeah, it's very sad that, but we all cope with loss and death differently. Um, I have been invited to numerous funerals, and I'll be driving there, and I can't do it. I just turn around. I mean, I know it's horrible, and I know my friends have, relied on me. I just can't go to a funeral. It's just not. It's something that it makes me look cold and callous. But, once again, it sounds like maybe your son might be similar. It's not you. It's just the memories. It's just, obviously he really hasn't coped with it, because if he did, then he would be able to communicate with you. So, but I am seeing life, and I'm seeing a birth, and I'm seeing him having a different perspective. I see his girlfriend or the woman in his life encouraging him to have a relationship with you for the sake of their child. So it will play out that you will be close again. I don't believe that it's always going to be this way for you, but it's very, very hard. And what you shared with me, having to deal with all this loss and loneliness. I mean, it's very, very it's very difficult because you didn't choose it. It just seems like something that you're challenged with. But I also feel, Connie, too, that there does seem to be like a support group or a class or something that I feel is going to help with building confidence, or once again, maybe I'm getting, possibly taking a cooking class or something, and being around people that are creative and that are productive, or it does feel like it's something creative with your hands. It does look like it's a class, and it does feel like that it's, you're going to meet people. It seems like it's been a long time since you've laughed. You're going to have some laughter in your life. So, once again, like I said earlier, the best thing to do is make a list of all the things that you need to accomplish in the day. And at the end of the day, crossing them off, you'll feel better about yourself. And like I said, also visualize that you're, a little girl. My heart breaks when you tell me what's going on in your life, but you actually sound way better than when I first started talking to you. You actually do sound amazing. So, it does feel like you are coming out of this difficult time in your life. But I do see that you're going to be very happy. I get a younger man calling and being attentive, sharing your life with you. Of course, all relationships take work, but I do feel like you're going to be meeting somebody that's, willing to work with you just as much as, like I said, don't discount their age, that you're willing to work with them. But I am getting that you are going to be able to move on, and I am getting that your son will appreciate you and know the value of your role in his life. And I actually feel like you were a really good mom. It's just that it seems like your son's very sensitive, and instead of processing loss or death, um, he's in denial still. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it'll always be that way. It took me 8 years
So
to get over somebody that I lost, so it takes a long time sometimes. Go ahead.
should I just kind of dismiss this dread that I'm feeling right now?
Well, easier than said than done. I actually, I always say, throw yourself into a hobby or an activity that, maybe you've never done before, but, discover a new you. And for some reason, I was getting that, a cooking class would be great for you, something to look forward to, food, everybody loves food, and you're just exploring new avenues for yourself, and also taking a class, whatever it is, showing up every week. Once again, it gives you more confidence because you're disciplined, getting there. And plus, when people know that you're going to be there, then they warm up to you and you're able to create relationships. So it's always a good idea. Routine does make happiness and predictability and safety, and once again, all these concerns that you have, I don't feel they're as like in our earlier discussion. I really did feel that, you kept saying, I feel like the shoe's going to drop, the shoe's going to drop. I don't feel like you're feeling that now. I do feel that, you are starting to be able to realize that, there is a beautiful future ahead. But, being proactive, routine, at the end of the day, you'll feel accomplishments, just stick to being busy, and yeah, it does feel like you're moving through this. I mean, I get energetically that you're going to overcome this, and you're going to be happy. You're going to have another relationship. Your children are going to be engaging with you again. I definitely recommend, sending them Christmas cards if you can, but, just, do what makes you feel good. Don't worry about what other people think. Always do what no regrets, lessons learned. Don't do something because you're worried about what somebody else does. You don't know. You might be contacting them at the perfect time that they needed to hear from you, and boom, you were there. So, but I do recommend that you do, just send cards. I mean, you don't have to spoil them with gifts or anything, but just the action of remembering them, it's like putting a mirror in somebody's face. If they have issues, it's not your issue, it's their issue, and they need to deal with it,
Right.
and you just have to, once again, find happiness, stay busy. Busy is a good thing, very, very good thing in life.
Thank you so much, Robin. I always feel good when I talk to
Sure.
you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I wish I was there to give you a big hug, but I can tell that you're getting better. You're coming out of this. I can tell energetically. It sounds like a totally different Connie.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. And Connie, let me give you a number and where you can reach me during the week.
Okay.
Okay, it's
All right.
1-844
Okay.
968
Uh-huh.
4968.
Okay. Great.
Okay, great. Great. All right. Well, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for calling tonight and sharing your life. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Jarvis!
Yes, great show.
Yes! Oh, I enjoy it so much. It's great. Thank you so much,
Oh, you're
Jarvis. I
welcome. You're
really
welcome. You do
appreciate,
such a
you
wonderful
know.
job.
Excuse me?
I said you just do such an amazing, wonderful job. You're
Well,
great.
you make me look and sound amazing. So once again, thank you. Thank you. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you next Friday. I want to thank all my callers tonight. I really do appreciate, you calling and sharing your lives with me and with the audience. And I definitely want to thank the audience for tuning in and having an open heart and an open mind. And like I always say, everything has a reason, and just have faith that life is going to be beautiful, because it's going to be beautiful. All right, I'll talk to you all next week. Have a great weekend, and bye for now.
Psychic Robin Zodiac focuses in on each caller with caring professionalism. Robin offers their caringcuddler.com service as touch therapy to those dealing with loss of love at her Los Angeles studio. So, make your appointment at 855-922-4822. Caringcuddler.com does benefit both men and women that just need to be held. In today's world, there is a lot of times we need love energy through physical touch. There's nothing sexual to embrace a nurturing mom, or as Robin is known, as a psychic mom, to giggle, cry, and release pent-up emotions or feelings. So call 855-922-4822 for empathic healing comfort.
Breaking news on famous celebrity psychic Robin Zodiac, also known as Psychic Mom, and her order of business of her Secrets to New You Love ebook series on Amazon. To her live call-in Friday night show on ubnradio.com between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. California time. To her interactive lifestyle website, www.psy-chic.com, which is the word psychic with a dash in the middle. That's psy-chic.com. To her in-person psychic readings at her Culver City studio. So log on now to psy-chic.com for more information about your accurate psychic reading with Robin Zodiac today.
Psy-chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at psy-chic.com.